There are moments in life when things feel uncertain or confused. Questions arise, decisions become difficult, and the path ahead does not always appear clear. In such moments, it can feel as if we are walking through darkness. Yet the message of the gospel reminds us that God never intends for His people to remain in darkness. Through Christ, He offers light that reveals truth, brings clarity, and leads us toward a renewed life. Today's reflection invites us to consider what it means to step out of darkness and walk in the transforming light of Christ. Our reflection is titled, "Walking from Darkness into the Light That Changes Everything." We begin with this story. One evening during a power outage, a family sat quietly in their living room. The house was dark and every corner looked mysterious. A chair seemed like a strange shape, and a small object on the floor became something frightening in the imagination. The silence made everything feel even more uncertain. Then suddenly, the electricity returned, the lights came on, and the room appeared exactly as it truly was. The chair was only a chair. The small object on the floor was just a book someone had dropped. In the darkness, everything had felt confusing, but in the light, everything became clear. Have you ever noticed how the moment light appears, fear and confusion quickly lose their power? This simple experience helps us understand the message found in the epistle to the Ephesians chapter 5, verses 8 to 14. In this passage, the Apostle Paul reminds believers that their lives have changed through Christ. Paul explains that once they were living in darkness, but now they are called to live as children of light. Darkness represents a life guided by selfish choices, hidden actions, and spiritual confusion. Light represents truth, goodness, and a life guided by God. When light enters a room, it naturally reveals what was hidden. In the same way, the presence of God's truth reveals what is good and what needs to change in our lives. According to Ephesians chapter 5, verse 13, everything that is exposed by the light becomes visible, and what becomes visible can itself become light. This teaching carries an important message. God does not bring light into our lives to shame us or condemn us. Instead, He brings light to transform us. When a mistake, weakness, or wrong attitude is brought into the light, it no longer remains hidden in darkness. Once it is seen clearly, it can be healed, corrected, and renewed. Think of a room that has not been cleaned for a long time. If the windows remain closed and the room stays dark, the dust remains unnoticed. But when sunlight enters, it reveals what needs attention. The light does not create the dust. It simply shows what was already there so that it can be clean. In the same way, God's light invites us to live honestly and openly before Him. Instead of hiding our struggles or pretending everything is perfect, we allow His truth to guide us toward growth and renewal. The Apostle Paul ends this passage with a powerful call. He urges people to wake up from spiritual sleep and rise so that the light of Christ may shine upon them. It is an invitation to move from passivity into awareness, from confusion into clarity, and from darkness into the life that God offers. Each day presents us with the opportunity to choose how we will live. We can remain in habits that keep us in darkness, or we can allow the light of Christ to guide our thoughts, our choices, and our actions. So today, a gentle question invites reflection. Are there areas of our lives that we keep hidden in darkness? Or are we ready to allow the light of Christ to guide and transform us? If this reflection has encouraged you today, take a moment to like, comment, and share so others can also receive this message, and subscribe to the channel for more reflections that help us grow in faith and walk more closely with God each day. May the light of Christ guide your heart, strengthen your faith, and lead your steps today.